Hi there, I'm Lesa. This is Ted, my partner, and their best friend, Hans the dog. On the 18th of March 2020, when COVID-19 spanned the globe and the world began to lock down, we decided to turn our lives upside down and begin the adventure of a lifetime. We threw in our jobs, packed up the car and purchased this 14th century monument historique de France.
You have arrived.
Woohoo!
We have arrived.
With no previous experience, just £80,000 budget and a tent as a temporary residence, we plan to renovate this former House of Rebellion into a family home and thriving business. Learning new skills along the way, we have 1 year to bring this ancient relay de post back to life. We invite you to come along for the ride. So strap yourselves in and let the fun begin.
Well, hello there! We call it this, week 48, and we've just had this huge discussion on why this is week 48, yet we've only got 2 weeks until we've been here a year.
12 days, actually.
12 days?
12 days.
Then we realised it's because we didn't start the weekly vlogs until a couple of weeks in. So we still call it week 48, but...
And somebody, I think back in week 35, somebody did a calculation and told us that.
Yeah.
But we completely ignored it and just went on as normal. And then we suddenly realised that we're a pair of muppets.
Anyway,
no worries.
It's quite a long video this week, so let's get straight on to it.
Oh, God, really?
Yes, lots of livestock this week.
Lots of livestock, yeah.
Yeah, so we start off with... what do we start off with? Oh, in the queue, waiting for chickens. Okay, Dave and Karen are about to get their chickens. 5 chickens.
Oh, right.
Do you know which ones you're getting now?
You think so? Sussex? Well, 3 of one and 2 of the other. So whichever way you want to do it.
6 now?
No, 3 of
5.
3 of one, 2 of the other.
Oh, right. What is it, 3 of each?
No lambs. No rabbits.
You got a white one?
Yeah, the brown one's in there.
That's the brown you rode on.
Small box though, isn't it?
I saw the way he's chucking them in.
So how much did that roughly know?
74.
74 for 5 tickets and a bag of muck.
Yeah, what they're saying is you mix this
With your feet?
with the normal feed, but it really boosts the egg laying.
Oh, really?
Oh, does it?
It's just a handful of this and their other stuff.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Cool.
That'll be really interesting.
And here we are at Shay Johnson, ready for the big reveal. Chicken gate. I'll tell you what, this will make your garden and make the best slip and slide ever. Yeah, we had visions of you coming back to the car and they'd got out of the box and there was feathers and crap everywhere. Come on.
You might have to tip them out.
I think you're going to tip them out,
Probably
Dave.
thinking, there ain't no bars.
Yeah, what's this all about?
Uh,
Oh, look. What do you think, Bess?
Yeah, follow
There you go. Hello. Hello. Tip them out.
They're hanging on.
Yeah, yeah. And why did you decide to get 5 instead of 4?
Yeah.
These are the
Sussex.
Sussex ones, the white ones. They're not having it, Dave. They want to come out the other side. I think you have to cut the box.
Yeah.
Just let them use the box.
I'll cut a wing.
They won't get out of the box, Dave. Hey, look, we're pretty nervous.
Bigger than I thought.
The white ones are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good looking.
They get dirty quite fast.
Do they?
Come on in. Look.
It's a bit nerve-wracking for them, isn't it? I think so.
I suppose normally when they get picked up by their feet, don't they?
Yeah.
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 You can tell the pecking order, can't you? This one's obviously kingpin.
Brave one.
Yeah. And you've got two Rhode Island Reds there.
Go on, go and have a walk.
Cabby. Oh, the white ones are love.
How do you know if a chicken's happy?
Don't jump.
Is that big?
Yeah, it's not a joke. I'm just asking a question.
Sit.
Have you named him yet, Karen?
Yeah.
What's the names?
Our dog Strider, he just he kills them himself.
And Martha.
Yeah, which isn't good.
Then
'cause
we've
the
got
chats are allowed to
Joyce
shoot
and Beryl. And the girls have named one Susie.
Susie. So which one's which?
My ones are the brown ones.
Yeah, and what's their names? Oh, first stabs.
That's Florence and Martha.
Florence and Martha
Yep.
is the brown ones, yep.
Right.
Where's Joyce and Beryl then?
Well, it's them two, isn't it?
It is now.
And Susie's there
Which one's Susie?
in the box.
In the box, yeah.
On the box, yeah. There's nothing distinguishing, is there, really?
No.
That one has brown on her back.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
got like
true.
a brown,
Yeah.
So the Beryl's got a brown back, Dave.
That one
That
has
might
a
just have
nice...
been crap.
I think it's dirt.
box.
Yeah.
Well, enough with all this outdoor activity. Some of us have got work to do.
So, second little task of the day, on my day off on Sunday, is to move this lot to the barn behind apartment 1. It's not very far, but each one of them weighs 35 kilos. And I ain't the strongest fella in the world, but there's 36 bags there, 37 bags. 37 bags, 30 times 35. Work that one out.
Poor old teddy bear's been moving loads of lime from one barn to the other. Do you want a hand with the rest, baby? Oh. Is that all you got left?
Your timing, as always, impeccable.
Sorry, baby, I got a bit waylaid.
Oh, did you?
Good job, though.
Thanks.
There is one problem.
What?
Where you've been putting it in the other barn
Yeah.
is right underneath where we push the floorboards up through the into the apartment 4.
Floorboards.
Where we lifted the floorboards
Oh.
and we put the plasterboard
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
and the fact we've got all that plasterboard coming.
Yeah.
What do
That's
you
all
mean, no?
right. Let me lift this.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that one for you because it's got a hole in it.
Oh,
I
thank you,
thought I'd leave it
baby.
in here.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant for me to, like, last one for me to take.
No.
We can't get the plasterboard up, though, where you've put it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you want to take the barrow?
No, you can take it. It's your last one. I wouldn't want to deprive you of your work, baby.
So. $36 times 35 is.
Hang on a minute.
36 times 35. Yeah, I don't see your problem. What's the problem?
When did you do that?
Did what?
You've moved it all.
I didn't move it.
You did. I came in and it was right where you were standing.
I put it in the place where it is.
I came in here earlier and it was right where you were standing. You've moved it all again.
Well, no, what I actually did is it was here, you're right. You're right. But what I did is I got behind it and I dragged it.
Did you?
Yeah, I dragged it.
No, you didn't, you fibbing me.
I dragged it to that position. So 36 times 35 is 1,260 kilograms.
You've moved.
Which
twice.
Which is 1.2 tons. 1.26 tons.
So is that what you realised then? When you moved it in here on there, you realised it was just under there?
No. I would never do something like that. Yeah, of course I did. So I moved 2.5 tons today.
Good boy.
You want to pat me on the head now?
Well done, baby.
This is the trouble.
What are you doing?
I'm going off my first day of work. On the farm. Right.
Your tyre's still. It's pumped up because I pumped them up this morning for you. They're all right though, are they? Get off, Hans. Hans, stop you know. He hates it.
Right, give me this, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
Be a good boy. You look after Daddy.
Right.
Right out the way.
So ride safe. You're not going to go down the Sherman?
No. I think I might get lost.
Yeah. So this will be a different experience because you're going uphill now. Come here. Come here. You two. You two. Say goodbye, Mummy.
Bye-bye.
Say goodbye, Mummy.
Right, I love you, baby.
I love you too, darling. Wait a minute. Say goodbye, Mummy. Come on then, kids. Come on. It's going to get you fed. What are you doing? Where's your mum gone? Where's your mum gone? Hansy? Hansy? He don't like it. He don't like us being split up. He feels. I think he feels a bit lost. Where you going, boy? Yeah? Where you going, son? She's coming back. She'll come back. Bessie Boo. Bessie. Bessie. What are you doing? I'm on my own today because somebody's gone up the farm to help with the lambing. So we're gonna crack on in the cladding area that I didn't get done over the weekend. It's such a beautiful day again, so apologies for the sun in the camera. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully get the cladding done. She's only up there for the morning, but I've got a little trip out. I've got to go and take Dave's saw back. Had a busy day yesterday getting a load of wood cut out because it does get cold in the night still, and moving all that lime, which if you saw on Instagram, I moved all that lime, 2.5 tons, well 1,260 kilos, and then twice, then moved it again twice. But yeah, I better get going because if she comes home and I ain't done nothing, I'm in big trouble. Right, it's a bit of a shock. It's only 11:30 and I was hoping that Lesa would be back by the time the Big Mac boys turn up. I'm exhausted because I'm running around trying to catch the dogs so the guy can come in. So, and this brilliant piece of equipment. I know you've seen it all before, but it still fascinates me. So we got a load of timber to do the studding and a load of plasterboard. I'm hoping the plasterboard is on separate pallets, which would be real nice. But yeah, that may be an issue. But the guys here, he's such a lovely bloke, and he's real helpful. So hopefully he'll get it as close as I can to the barn so I can get it in. But it's another day of humping gear. Speak to you later.
So, day 2 of me being up at the farm, and Teddy's been very busy. I'm very pleased you've been very busy.
Well, yes, lots of woodwork. You saw me scribing in. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you saw it's all finished. And all, because I ran out of stain, so I had to sort of stop this halfway through. And so we've stained it all and we've waxed it all and we've put it all in. And it's all scribed in. It's, you know, it's for a first attempt. I'm relatively pleased with it.
I think that looks amazing because it looks like, I don't know if you can see it on the film, but it looks like it really goes right into the wall.
Yeah,
it looks like it goes into the stone.
It's quite good, isn't it? And I just, you know, and we had that conversation about Lesa saying, "Why don't you just do it straight?" And I think she thoroughly believes that it's the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do.
I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, so that's good.
Brilliant.
One thing we are going to do, and I'll just quickly say this because it was hopefully something we were doing next week, is that the handles on the doors here are not our preferred choice.
No.
So they came with the cabinets, and they, you know, after all this woodwork we've done, it starts to look like maybe they need to be changed.
Yeah,
so
they stand out too much.
They will be changed. They will be changed.
It's a nice iron one.
Something's on order. Yeah, so we've got something on order. We're going to do. The other thing I've been doing.
Wow, I love this.
Is the island.
Cladding it all. Now that looks brilliant. Now, when you said to me, I'm going to be honest with you now, when you said to me about how you was going to do this, I did actually think, I'm not sure on that, but I didn't say it. Well, I was just a little bit like, I don't know how that's going to look and like whether it's going to come out properly. But
this is purely out of Teddy's imagination.
That looks fabulous.
Purely out of Teddy's imagination, this is. So all of this again is, well, I say all of it. Most of it is Douglas fir. Some of it is pine. So the lighter stuff is the ubiquitous floorboard. But what I've done is I've kickboard on the bottom, which is 30mm thick, so that it gives that sort of a plinth, if you like. And then I've just got various bits and pieced them all together. And you know, I didn't do, you know, I think Lesa thought I was going to mitre them in on the corners, but I really like, you know, yes, it would have probably looked a whole lot different, but I just don't know whether they would have been, if they're not perfect miters, you know, and I know there's people that can do it where they're not perfect 45s, but I can't. And so I did it, and plus the fact I really like the end grain.
Oh, I think it looks absolutely brilliant.
And it's just, and it gives you, you know, it gives.
I don't know,
again,
I'm hoping that they can see it properly on film.
Because it's stained and it's waxed, and it just looks old. And I just love it because it's old, and like, there's no way this island's going to move now because there's so much weight in it.
It looks brilliant.
It's
I
a
love
good job it's concrete floor, really, because that probably go through it. Into the dungeon, into the tunnels below. So more importantly, what time do you call this? So so you said you was going to be up there till 12:30, and it's about
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I know. There's just so much to do up there, though. You just get a bit carried away as well, I'm afraid.
Well, yeah. Well, tell us about your day.
Wow, I've had a very exciting, really good couple of days actually, because it's and I do think I'm really, really helping up there. because I was worried that I'd go up there and I'd just be a bit of a pain in the bum, really. You know, I've sort of with my charity work dealt with a lot of volunteers over the years. And
Are you trying to say, Lisa, that you've dealt with a lot of pains in the bum?
No, you get some brilliant volunteers, and then you get some that don't quite realise the work that they've put their hand up for. So I was a little bit worried, but I
remember taking you up there. You were really nervous.
I was really nervous the first day, like going up there, because I just wanted to make sure that what I was doing was helpful and I wasn't, a pain in the bum. But yeah, I'm feed. So I've got a bit of a routine. When I go in first thing in the morning, you've got in one bar and you've got the singles. Now I'm going back up there on the 3rd week of lambing as well. So I'm doing all this week, and then I've got a week off, then I'm doing all the 3rd week. So on the 3rd week, I'm going to do a bit more filming so you can see actually what I'm doing. But this week I really wanted to focus and make sure that I knew sort of what I was doing. I was listening. I wasn't getting my phone out and doing all the videoing. But yes, I've got a routine. Go up there. I do all the feeding and giving the food, giving the water, getting the hay for all of the lambs and the sheep, and letting all the other sheep out that haven't lambed yet. But the sheep that have lambed go into a little pen so they can bond with their babies once they've lambed. First day, I actually had my hand up the backside of a sheep and pulled a little lamb out because the sheep was struggling a bit. She'd been going for a little while, bless her. And what you do is you sort of you feel inside, and you feel the hooves, then you feel the little head there. Hopefully they're in the right direction. And then if they are struggling, if you just pull one, I know it sounds awful, put your finger in their bum so it pushes it down a bit. You pull one leg out and it kind of releases the shoulders. So if one leg's come out, it releases the shoulders. So the other leg
looks like a bit of a dance routine here.
And then you pull it out and flop it underneath. And then the sheep then hopefully, fingers crossed, and everything's been quite a success at the moment, touch wood, that they've all been very mothering, maternal, and have taken to all their babies, because sometimes you get some little orphans where the mums just don't want to know, but at the moment we haven't had any. And so I do all that in the morning, then roll the hay out and get all the hay to the side of the pens for everyone. And the whole time doing all this, you have to really keep your eye out on the rest of the sheep and make sure that there's none that are giving the signs that they're going to start lambing. And if they do give the signs, then what Hugh and Michael try to do is not intervene unless it's really necessary. Where I think a lot of farmers sort of, get in there and get them out and try and do it really quickly, but they try to like to do it really naturally. So you just keep an eye on them and watch them and watch them and watch them and keep going back to them. So if they are showing signs and then they start contracting, you leave them for about half an hour, 40 minutes. If they look like they're getting really tired and they're really struggling, then you might go in and do like what I just said, just sort of pull one leg out or a couple of legs out just to give them a bit of a helping hand. But we've only had to do that with that one. The rest of them have all been quite natural. And you just really keeping an eye on them. And then what you do is you leave them where they are in the big enclosure with the other sheep for a little while so they bond with their babies. And then you have to pick the little babies up and then pull them out, and the parent then follows. But you have to go, beep, beep, beep.
Sounds like you're reversing. It sounds like you're Securitas man, but reversing.
But you have to hold the lamb down low so that the mum sheep, sniffs it and licks it and follows it, and then you put it into a little side pen so they could be on their own for a little while. So then in the afternoon, when Michael gets up, I've been helping him tag the sheep. So you have to have a little earpiece in on each of their ears, tagging the sheep, weighing them, making sure they're a good weight, and then putting a little elastic band around their tail. Now, a lot of people might go, oh, it's horrible cutting off their tails. You don't cut off their tails. You put the elastic band round, relieve about that much of the tail, and then the rest of it will then drop off after a couple of weeks. And the reason for this is a really good reason, is because there is a fly that if you leave the tails too long, this fly will land on their long tail and it will, what's the word? Eggs.
It will lay its eggs.
It will lay its eggs there, and then they become maggots, and then obviously
it's horrible.
I think you can, sort of, imagine what the rest is. So by leaving just a little tail, They've still got enough tail to be able to swipe flies away, but the tail can't actually the fly can't actually land and lay their eggs on it. So it's better for the lamb that they have that done. So we do that. Then if there's any lambs that had been born the day before that are ready to go out to pasture, we get them all together, get them into the truck and take them off to the green pastures. And that, I love that bit of seeing them going out for the first time on the grass. Is just really lovely. And then I've been helping Hugh with the vaccinations, so giving them their vaccinations, which is just a little injection in their neck. They don't even feel it. And then marking them to make sure we know which one's been vaccinated. I also went over to help Hugh in the other field, give some worming vaccines to some of the older sheep. That's about it, really.
Well, that sounds like an awful lot.
It is, and it's so lovely being part of it, and it's a long day, but it's great. Oh, mucking out all the pens as well, mucking out. So I've been doing loads, really, and hopefully I have been. Well, they seem to think that I've been a big help. They say that to me anyway, to my face. So yeah, they're all the rest of this week. But I'll put up now some clips of. I have got a clip of one set of twins being born, so I'll put that up now for you, and then I'll do a bit more filming in the third week when I'm over there. But it's rather lovely, actually.
Nice one.
But I have to say, bloody knackering. So I don't know how they do. I really appreciate now.
Well, thankfully, it's only once a year.
Yes.
And it is for a month, and it sends them round the bend. But I think they've got it sussed, and you know, that's the thing. It's lovely to have people like you to go and help them out.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. So that's been what I've been doing.
Brilliant. Well, I think we've both had pretty successful.
Yeah.
She is so cute. Her little face. So, ready for vaccinations. Where are you?
So back at the farm, and it's time now for the lambs that were born 2 days ago to be released into the pastures for the first time.
I know.
Come on, Lumsy.
Come on.
Come on, Lumsy.
Come on.
Yes, it won't hurt. You'll love it.
Oh, look at She's like, Mum, where are you? Oh, I think this is my favourite part, is seeing them on the grass for the first time. Oh, there's my little favourite down there, number 11.
So there's 9 adults and 16, 17 lambs. The twins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 twins, that's 16.
Yeah.
Plus 1 is 17. 9 adults at the right.
She's doing a bit of acrobatics, look. If she falls though, would she hurt herself?
No. They're made of rubber.
So we've got one here is about to give birth now. As you can see, she's contracting. She's trying to push it out. Come on, girl, you can do it. She's going to turn around now so we can't see her. Can you see? She's out now. Nearly there. Oh, there she is. There she is. Right now we want her to get up and turn around. She's moving. She's moving. She's shaking her head. Oh, there she is. Now this one's got another one to go. Come on, Mum, that's it. Get up, give her a lick. Get her moving. That's it, that's it. Oh, look at that. Oh, a little tiny bleep there. Okay, we'll come back in a little while and see if she's had her second one and see how they're getting on. I don't know if you can see in front of her, she's had her second one now. So she's given it a good licking, and it's a really good sign because she's mothering them both. Sometimes they don't, and it takes them a while, but she's straight in there. So, little face popping up there. There she is. So she's got her two little lammies now. Leave them for a little while just to bond, and then we'll move them into a separate pen. So are they Suffolks?
Yeah.
But she's not.
She's
so.
not, but the father is obviously Suffolk. That black comes from a Suffolk dad.
Hello everybody, day 4 of Lisa's adventures in the farm, at the farm. Today I am going to be doing her shelf above the little shelf that I put in recently. So I've selected a rather nice piece of wood, which I've cut down to size. That is 1.9 metres long. It's going to have 3 brackets that I want to do. The brackets, well, I'll take the piece of wood down. We'll have a little wander through our driveway. Look, there's my little dog who insists on coming in here every time I'm in here. This is another thing. If you ever get a planer, make sure you've got somewhere to put all the shavings, because it's a nightmare in here. Come on, little doggy. Come on, you're coming out. You're getting big, aren't you? Everybody says how big you're getting. There's my big lad down there. And he was really weird yesterday, because I don't think he realised that I was still here, because I was in the tea room so much. And he was sitting up by the gate. You just chew and stuff, didn't you? And there he is, all wrapped up in his little blanket. Good morning, Hansy boy. How you doing? I'm alright. So what we're going to do is, you see this nice little plank here, which is 200mm wide by 1.9 long. And we're going to put it up there, where I see where all the spices are. We're going to put it up there, coming out from the cook hood, the line of the cook hood, all the way to the fridge. There you go, see there? And we're gonna fashion some kind of brackets similar to these ones over here. You see those ones there? I want to kind of make something like that. So this may take me a while, because you know that I faff about with things so much. And I've got to kind of look at the construction. These are all made of oak. I won't make them of oak. I suppose I'm scared of it, really. I'm scared of just making all my tools blunt, because it does labour over the top. So that's got sort of three brackets, yeah, for that sort of length. So I'm going to need 3 of those. That's what we'll do today. And hopefully I will film the stages of it, and then you might see it later on the video. All right. I'm always eating in these videos. It's terrible. I don't eat a lot. So we've fashioned our little style brackets. They're going to have a little arm that comes out, and I will give you the full lowdown. What I've done is brought these in to mark them on the wall, because the issue that we have is finding some decent bit of stone to screw them into. So I offer them up, and then I drill the corresponding holes that I can then drill into the stone. Because if you drill into the stone, you get a really good fixing. You drill into mortar, you get a really bad fixing. So we'll do that, and then we'll do what we're going to do to the brackets. I've got an idea that I want to do to the brackets that I have done quite a lot before. To some people love it, some people hate it. But I'm going to try and do it with this. I've never done it with this wood. So I'm going to try and do it, because I just want these to be a bit gnarly. Right, so we made our brackets. Very rustic looking, as you see. Not terribly precision made. But I've marked and drilled everything. And I should be able to locate those on the wall. And hopefully I've pocket holed and glued the sort of extended piece, which will obviously drill. I can then secure the shelf to the bottom of those. Now I'm going to do a thing that I've done, as I said, numerous times on other projects and things that I've done, where what I do is I burn the wood. I burn all these, trying to keep this face as unburnt as I can, because that's where the shelf is going to sit. And then you burn them all over, and then you wire brush them, which brings out all the grain. Okay, so these are what they look like burnt and brushed back. What I like about them is that they just look completely unique, really. And what we're going to do now is we're going to wax them, but we're probably going to put them on the wall first. Okay, so back out of the workshop, and the brackets are on the wall with the shelf, as you see. I'm only going to use 2 because there's a hefty piece of timber for the shelf. I don't think I need anything else. They lined up beautifully, and it's level, would you believe? The only thing is that I always try to create work for myself. You see them brackets? I'm really quite pleased with them brackets. Is that what I'm going to do now is burn this piece of timber. So I've done me burning my shelf, and it's come out like this. So that white piece of wood comes out like this when you burn it, and then you wire brush it. I was just saying how beautiful it would be if you could use that for flooring. How gorgeous would that be? And what do you want, two dogs? Look, let's just go and have a little rack, because you see the state of this yard? Most of that's your fault. You two. Yeah, you two. I'm talking to you two. Not listening. Don't care. It's her fault. It's nothing to do with me. It's her fault. You brought her here. Everything was fine until she turned up. Look at him, he's buggering off now. And as long as I've got something to chew, I'm happy. Look. Oh look, she's got the hump. She's gone off now. Go and chew in private. Anyway, back to the board. Let's wax it. So here is the finished article of the shelf that Madame required in the kitchen. It's all handmade, you would say. And I've so these brackets were handmade, and the shelf is handmade. The shelf wasn't too much trouble. It's just under 1.9 meters long by 200 millimeters wide and about 30 mil thick, so it ain't going anywhere. The brackets, as you see, are made of the same stuff, same thickness. I just cut the end off and made those. All the woodwork has been burnt and brushed back and then waxed with the usual colour, but it gives you this lovely, incredible grain. The grain pops out and looks really lovely, and it's in keeping with all the other woodwork in the tea room. So I'm pleased. I'm very, very pleased with that. That worked out nice. So Lisa's got plenty of room now to put her pots and pans.
I hope you enjoyed that. I've obviously not been around very much this week, so it's all been down to lovely Teddy.
Well, I just, like she's been really busy. We're both as busy as hell, but I've been doing some woodwork, and it's been a bit lonely. I
came home on the second day and he went to me, I've really missed you today.
I did. Well,
You're so sweet. And you did really well
like
with
a
the
chewed
video.
up toffee.
You did really well with videoing though, because you're not used to doing the videoing, are you? So you did really well. Actually.
Yeah, well the thing is that I was sort of enjoying what I was doing, and I hope you enjoyed the shelf, because I enjoyed making it. And I think it looks pretty good.
I love it. I love all the woodwork you've done. I think you've done a brilliant job on that. So,
trying my best.
all we've got to do is really say a big thank you to everybody. Now, we've got lots of names to call out this week, so let me get my pad. As you all know, we've got the GoFundMe page. Thank you to everybody in the past who's donated to the GoFundMe page. Get my teeth back in. But don't forget, we are still fundraising for that roof renovation. Buy me a coffee. The Buy Me a Coffee is going brilliantly, and thank you all so much for doing that. It's really good, isn't it?
Thank you.
It's wonderful. A big thank you to Karen Ingray,
Jean Godding. Sorry, Jean.
Pete and Debbie Hall, thank you.
Liz Steele.
Lizzie, hi Lizzie.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Deborah Nealons.
Claudine Gurland.
Sorry, Claudine, if we've...
Rubbish pronunciation. We apologise massively.
And Paul Gribble, thank you so much for your coffees. They will come in very handy.
Yeah.
And we have one new patron this week, and it's Stasia. Thank you so much, Stasia, for coming on board. Lovely to have you as part of the team. Hope you're enjoying all the extra content. So all we can say now is please watch this space, because as you know, we've only got 2 weeks till our year is up, which is what we gave ourselves for the first phase of renovations. And you probably all gathered we are a bit behind. But on the anniversary...
I'm not yawning because of any other reason apart from the fact that I've had a week of getting up really early, because not only, you know, have I had to... we took our van back, and I've had 2 or 3 mornings which I've got up before 6 o'clock. So I think I'm on the way down. I could never do earlies.
Well, you
when
do
I
realise
work shifts, I could never do earlies.
I'm back up the farm tomorrow morning, so we're up again early tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's all right.
Once
you get, it's Sunday. Once you go, I'll be jumping back in bed.
No, I know you won't, you little fibber. No, you won't. No, you won't, because our friend John's coming.
Oh, is he?
Yes, tomorrow. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so we've only got 2 weeks till it's our anniversary. So what we're going to do is, on our anniversary is actually the 18th, which is a Thursday. So on the 20th, Saturday night, we're going to do a premiere video. And the video is going to be us talking about our year here, and will also be us talking about where we're going from here, the budget, the timeline, and what we've got in store, really.
What's happened? What's going to happen?
What's going to happen? So we'd love for you all to join us on the premiere. I should be uploading that at the end of next week, so we'll remind you again next week, and put your notifications in as soon as you see it. We will also be doing a live Facebook Q&A on the Sunday night. So it will be a paid event because it's going to be a fundraiser. So we'll let you know next week more details on that, but watch this space, as I said. Other than that, it's on to next week.
On to next week. Next week, what are you doing next week?
Next week I've got a couple of days at the farm, but then I'm having a few days off, and then I'm going back the week after. And what do you do?
A few days off. What she means
off
is,
from the farm.
Yeah, off of the farm, because obviously that's her job now. She doesn't work here anymore because she gets sick of working here.
My unpaid job.
So yeah, so she goes up and does unpaid labour up there, and then comes back here and then swans around the place. Thinks she thinks she owns it.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. I forget. Of course you do. No, she's got several jobs that I am writing down.
I've got a lot to do.
Yeah, she's got a lot to do. She's got a lot starting, you know, taping and jointing. We've got a bathroom to fit. We've got a bathroom to build. We've got a bathroom to build. Yeah, so that's my job for next week, is bathroom building. But I'm having a little jaunt out tomorrow. Tell you all about it later.
Anyway, we'll see you all next week. Stay safe, stay healthy.
By the way, sorry, quick thing. Got my CT on my car, all sorted.
Oh, yeah. All
Cracking.
done on the car, so
Cracking.
we're rock and rolling.
Yeah, we're all legal now.
Take care, everyone. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.
Bye. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I love you. Right, bye.
We would like to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons and all of our GoFundMe supporters and everybody that's given to our Buy Me a Coffee page. If you'd like to become a patron and see more of these types of videos, then please look in the description. Take care, everybody, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.
I don't care, but it's a lie. Can't I don't care, but it's a lie. Can't stand to hear you say those words, baby, goodbye. Now she takes me to all these places, places I can't believe. Introduce me to all these faces, I just don't want to leave. Hold on tight, let's go for a ride. I hate to see you leaving, my summer dress girl. These feelings that you give me don't get better in the world. I could tell you I don't care, but it's a lie. Can't stand to hear you say those words, baby, goodbye. She makes the sun shine brighter than it ever did before. I wanna